Hello everyone, this is Paula. Today I want to give you a flip through of my first fall journal. There's only going to be two, and this is the first one. This is the hardback. This is the front. It's got a Halloween kind of, not really Halloween, fall-like colors. One can trade over with the other. Here is the spine. I just love the way the outside turned out. And this book is, I'll give you the size. That's the inside. So let me see if this one tells me. It's 8 5/8 tall and 5.5 inch wide. So, and I'll make sure I measure when I put it on Etsy. So, again, I didn't over chunky it. I was determined that it wouldn't have to have a tie. It doesn't need a tie. See, it's just, okay. So, let's get busy looking at it. This is a really cool digital that I found in here. I do not know who it is from, so if you ask me, I won't know the answer. This is a library pocket that I decoupage. Has a little plain card for Halloween. And, you know, decoupage likes to stick to each other, but it will come out. There it is. It's just a snug fit for the library card. And then it has this floral here. It's a little confusing with that leaf in the background, but it really looks good together with the digital and so forth. Paper ruffles, tea-stained ruffles. There's about 4 of those in the book. This kind of looks like vellum to me. It has all the leaves in the background. So when I was decoupaging, I made out of old paper books a pocket with vellum as the front. And it's decoupaged on the inside, and that's decoupaged on the outside. And then I put vellum, and you can take your tag and put in there. I don't think I left the back open on this one. There wasn't enough room for that. And then just a couple little ephemera pieces. And I just love the way that turned out. This book has a lot of made items, just so you know. I spent a lot of time making stuff before it was ever even started. So it's a beautiful fall foliage digital, and it has sunflowers in here. This is a belly band, and this little folder with butterflies and sunflowers. Has a journaling card inside, and that's what I slipped inside this journal. Idea pages for Halloween, Thanksgiving, fall in general. I stitch leaves on all the pages that are tea stained. This is Gail's, one of her digitals, and some graph paper. Mrs. Edith Holden, September. There's the pictures pretty much on the other side, so we'll get to it. Old journaling pages, or planner pages. I decoupaged on an old book page and made the pockets and zigzagged across the top and stitched around the bottom. And then I had made a bunch of vintage music sheet tags. And so I went ahead and decoupaged on some of those. Put some sari silk in the top, and there is your nice tag. Some of the pages have a little bit of ephemera just on them. Some of them do not. Here is a side pocket You know, when you have fall, you got mushrooms, right? They kind of fall in that same area. And here's a tag that matches the digital. I just love their ephemera. Here's the old cabin there. Tea stain paper. It's Emily is who made my paper, or dyed my paper. She does a lovely job. Here's stitching. Dictionary page, a children's dictionary page, maybe high school. I mean, this foliage is just beautiful. Little pumpkin here. I put in a leaf bag, and on the inside of each leaf, inside each leaf bag is a journaling card that you can journal on, and then you can flip it over. And I put a pocket, you know, to go in these little, so it just kind of gives it a different look. And there's some more of the ruffled paper. I used some red and yellow in here because it's so full of that. There's a little bit of ephemera with this little blue owl, which ended up matching the owl on our pouch that I made. I did squirrel ribbon. I rounded the old book pages, decoupage the napkin, and the journal word, which the words vintage and journal are from my friend over at Tailor Made Crafts. And then here's a little book that I made. This was Uncle Tom's Cabin is the story that was in this book. Excuse me. Covered it in leaf, and then I glued this down all the way to the edge of the paper, just where this can stick out a little bit if I want it to. Anyway, I was telling you my friend makes these words, vintage and journal. They have the dictionary. I'm so sorry. Sorry. Don't know what brought that on. It's because I'm talking. Here's the center of the first signature. It has two signatures. Front and back, it has 92 pages. Here's some mushroom side pocket with the mushroom postcard. There's some sunflowers on the back of the bag, and it has a little tag here too, another little pumpkin. And it has a little journaling card inside on a Polaroid or little card. Dictionary paper, apples, and who likes carameled apples? I do. Here's some more stitched leaf on the side of the tea paper, a little mason jar with a sunflower. This is a Decoupage Glassine Bag, and I love the way they turn out when you do them. This is another music sheet tag I had made a lot of, so they'd be handy, and then I just put some leaves on that with decoupage. A couple little leaves just out of nowhere. Small planner book. Cute little foil-like little puffy pumpkins. Now on this, I just stenciled this envelope, inked it, and then put a couple journaling cards inside this one. And they're just really, I loved all the ephemera. Let me see if I can get it out there. And I just hooked it over one of the heavier papers. I just think it does better on heavier. You know, copy papers, not super heavy. Here's Edith Holden's little bird. And just so happens he's gray and the little squirrel is gray. Didn't do that on purpose. Graph paper, Gail's paper here. Coffee stained with the leaves. Here's another idea book, which they could be very old. I mean, if you see them, you need to grab them because they're not that easy to find. Here are some more pockets I made. I zigzagged around the whole thing. Here's a music sheet tag I made and decoupaged with leaves. Now, I did a lot of these because I really wanted it to have that flair of fall. You know, I didn't want it to be mistaken for something else. There is hot cider in that little coffee cup. And here we go. Let's go to the next page. This is one of Tim Holtz's glassine policy holders. And I just ran squirrels down the front. You can actually see through this, so that's kind of cool. And then I made a tag out of wood grain and sunflowers and leaves. I like to mix it up on fall books. I just think they're so beautiful. There's another ideas book page, and then here's tea stained coffee, or coffee stain, not tea stained. Another one of Gail's, and this is another ruffle here on this side, and then I added a pumpkin over here. Another one of Edith Holden planner, daily planner book page. And here's some sunflowers on a bingo. Well, is that a bingo? Quizmo. I don't know where I got that, but I know it was in a vintage shop. Sure looks like a bingo, does it? Bingo card. Didn't pay attention. Here's a couple leaves made out of, I don't know, some kind of homemade paper. And I left as many as I could blank so you could do your actual fall journaling, and you can add anything you want to add. I put the flower on here as a side tuck. It says, leaves are falling, autumn is calling. I love that. Here's a deer during the harvest. We've been seeing a lot in our yard. Okay, dictionary page. Another little pumpkin, and two leaves. A bag with an owl on it. Some pretty sunflowers on that. And then here's more sunflowers, and it has a pocket in it as well. A little bit of red, which I love in fall books. Here's the cabin's rules. Read books, play games, make memories, take walks, watch sunsets, seek wildlife. And then it has this postcard. Now this is a side tuck. And this right here is a vintage fall-like card it came out of Florida. And this right here is called the flame vine that grows on this tree. Flame vine, which is just exactly what you would expect. And then it was postmarked 1957 in Florida. So it says that the flame vine is a brilliant colored flame flower that blooms the year round. Can be found here at its best where it is used on tree trunks, fences, trailing on walls. Anyway, it just takes over. It looks like, almost looks like some kind of seal. And I won't tell you the story. You'll have to buy the book to know the story. Or the letter. I love this picture. It almost looks like a fire going on, but it's definitely the digitals. It's a good watercolor artist. This is the old envelopes that you used to go to the bank and they'd give you cash back, and this is what they look like. It's fold out and they have a pocket here for your cash. I decoupaged the outside and then I did a tag to go inside here. So I thought that would look good. Now, I don't think I did a pocket under it because it was too thin. Here is a maple leaf. I believe, if I'm wrong, it's because I don't really know my trees that well. But I'm guessing. Here's a red leaf right here. I got bingo with sunflowers and a pocket right here on the back of our bag. And here inside the bag is sunflowers. So that's fun. And some ledger paper with another ruffle that's made out of tea or coffee stain paper. Here's a dictionary page. Here is a pumpkin and an apple. I just think those little things just make it cute in your book. A stitched leaf border on that page. Here's one of those little foil puffy pumpkins. It's just so cute. Side pocket with mushrooms. Here's the cabin. That's got the fall foliage. Journal page or planning page. It says fall is in the air. Definitely wished it'd get a little more in the air. So on this Hello Fall, I did it like a side tuck. Let's stay home, it says. And you just stick it down in there. I tried to take advantage of every page. Edith Holden. Pumpkin spice. That would be good, huh? Gail's papers. Emily's coffee stained. I did a leaf on it. The idea book. And I figure if they were out shopping for turkeys, shopping, you know, actually out hunting, but it's like shopping, isn't it? You got to hope that you get one. Here is a pumpkin with a leaf. Came out of the music sheet book. Here is the last pages. They are the vellum letter for fall, letter page for fall. Some pumpkins with leaves. Here's the last page. And here on the back, we did the mixed media on one of the videos prior to this with the fall leaf. I added some of the trim that's on the spine. And I used some fall color buttons. Yeah. And here's how this looks. It's pretty busy. And then it has a mushroom. Another mushroom tag. And here is one of the cabin. Now I'm putting it behind because I didn't close up behind it. You just never know which direction to put it in there, do you? You can put them in however you want. I usually just do them straight up like this, and then I'm adding the little fall. So, that is the fall book, or journal, the fall journal for 2021. I usually do one or two, and this is number 1. You'll see number 2 in the next flip through. All right, guys. Hope you had fun. Go check it out in my Etsy shop. It probably won't be there forever. Thank you, guys. I appreciate every one of you. Welcome new subscribers and all my subscribers that have stuck with me throughout the years. All right. See you guys. Happy fall.